1964 Impala SS Restoration, Part 4. Disassembling the grill assembly, front bumper, installing onto a rotisserie, out to media blast. Okay, let's get this grill assembly disassembled. But first we're going to lay down a little bit of protection on the metal table. Anytime we're working with stainless or trim, aluminum pieces, chrome, we want to put down something so we don't put additional damage or scratches, scuffs into the parts. And we had a couple of the clips are broken. That's pretty much average. Here's a shot of some of the original hardware. Now we're going to reuse about 90% of the original hardware and only replace what's broken. We're going to clean all that up. And this is a bracket. All of the brackets will be disassembled and sent out to powder coat. So that lower apron removed. Now the grill is held on to the inner structure with aluminum rivets. And here's a shot of those. And here's a shot of the back side of what that rivet looks like. And we don't want to remove that rivet from this face because we could damage the grill. It's aluminum. What we want to do is remove the rivet from the back side. And to do that, well, we're going to use a carbide bit and carefully shave away, not damaging the bracket itself, until we have enough gone. That we can use an awl, unseat it, and there it is. No damage there. And on the front side, let's check. No damage there. And for the other rivets, we're going to use an extended link drill bit. And we'll make short work of all the rivets. It's using the correct size drill bit. And there's the upper bracket removed. So now we're going to work on disassembling the headlight assembly and bracket. And we've already uninstalled the rivets, and there that is. Now these are really, really nice parts, and it's always about protection. So even though these are going out to be polished, we want them to get there without a bunch of scratches. So the blue Scotch-Brite towels work really well. Or Scotch towels, not Scotch-Brite. Anyway, here we go. And there's two adjusters holding on, one at the side, one at the top of this, and then a spring at the bottom. And here's some more of the original hardware. And now that's the adjuster, and I'll show you as soon as I remove it. Something very, very cool. These are still really soft and pliable. And we're going to clean these up and reuse those. Carefully remove that. Yeah, see how really nice and pliable that still is? It's not hardened or cracked or anything like that. There's some really nice pieces on this car. Okay, now I've got a little tack hammer, and before these go out for media blast and then powder coat, well, we're going to straighten all the flanges up, anything that needs to be straightened. And I always like to see these. I can't tell you how many times I've seen the wrong screws holding that together. And we want to tag and bag everything. And you'll notice a few of these, of the hardware, are broken, but we want to keep everything. That way we have a guide to go by when we start replacing parts. We know what it looks like. We can get the same diameter of rivets. Just makes it really nice for when we start putting things back together to know what the original looked like. Okay, bumper, front bumper. There's a shot of the inner structure or frame, reinforcing bar, whatever you like. We're going to get this thing apart. There's quite a few pieces on this 64 Impala front bumper. And here's a couple of pieces we want to be careful with. We want to make sure we keep those so that they get reinstalled during the restoration, just to make it that much nicer. And we're punching out the bolts that are a little bit stubborn. Quick tap, they knock loose. The top bar, side pieces, and now that's going to reveal the reinforcement. Now all of this is going to be disassembled, powder coated, then reassembled. We wouldn't want to send this out just for powder coat as is. Speed that up a little bit. Now there's a broken bolt on one of the brackets. Okay, I'll show you how to deal with that. Now it's in a vise, the bracket's in a vise. We're heating it up from the back side on the welded on nut. We don't want to apply heat directly to the bolt if we can help it. That's why we're coming at the side, not directly from the behind. And we just start working it to loosen up, and we can unscrew it. Now this is another area that I really like to focus on. Now this is the inner fender well. This is the little splash apron. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen restorations or things get powder coated, or these get powder coated, and they leave the staples in. I don't know, man. That's just like a pet peeve of mine. So, we take just a little bit of time and remove those. I mean, it's a really small hole. They could be filled in, but usually after powder coat, you can barely notice them. And we're going to be reinstalling those anyway. So now we're going to fabricate the brackets and get it installed on the Media Blast Rotisserie. Yeah, this one looks a little rough, but this is the rotisserie we use to media blast, or have cars media blasted on. And we have the mounts fabricated and worked out. And I've made another little brace and getting that welded on. Want to make sure everything is secure. Don't want to have any kind of issues. And getting the last of the front mounts secured. And so now we can remove it from the gantry. And here we go. So like I've said in previous videos, I really don't like to subcontract out anything, but I'm pretty behind right now. And I have found a really, really good, competent media blaster that I trust, and this is the guy I work with. His name is Miguel, the owner, and this is the place. If you're in the Dallas area, give them a call. They'll do a really good job for you. And we're getting this unloaded. And there it is, delivered safe and sound. We'll be back. Hey, thanks for watching.